Welcome to the Whovian Wire podcast, in which we go through each episode of Doctor Who after watching it and yap about it. Because we're both Doctor Who nerds, this is Josh and I am Alan, and today's episode we are focusing on Long Game. What's your initial intent, not initial intentions, what's your thoughts going into this episode before watching it?
It's alright. It felt like much of a filler episode. Obviously, in the whole grand scheme of the whole series, it's not really a filler episode. It is very integral, but
Yeah, they have they do like breadcrumbing this episode again. They do that a lot throughout this series, a lot of breadcrumbing.
yeah, it's just not. It didn't feel like very impactful, but then like once you then watch the final episode, it's like, oh.
Yeah. But we'll get into the episode and discuss as we go. So, the opening shot of the TARDIS landing in a spaceshipy environment, as usual. And the Doctor and Rose step out the TARDIS first. Knowing from last episode, Adam's with them now as well. So, looking out for where Adam is. The Doctor then seems to tell Rose what to tell Adam to impress him, which is a funny little cute scene.
It's alright, it's just Rose has a boyfriend.
Well, this is what I mean, and this is what is a bit more concerning, because then they go up to a viewing deck or dock and see Earth 200,000 years from now with a population of like 96 billion. And after getting all that like information piled on him, Adam passes out. For the Doctor then to say, yeah, he's your boyfriend. And she's like, not anymore. And it's like, that is... Mickey is literally... Was he in last episode? No, but still. Mickey's still your boyfriend.
Yeah, like the very first episode, Rose, it literally shows them kissing and like, they're meant to be a very fun relationship.
Yeah, and it's like, you can't just... Even though not anymore, like, you're still implying that you don't have a boyfriend anymore. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know why they've just thrown Mickey to the side that episode.
Yeah.
Then we see them walking onto, like, a market square with all, humans running around serving food, and they do question where all the aliens, and it's a good question from Adam, but again, they don't actually know. And then the Doctor's like, "Oh, you need credit," and then we see him for the first time, I think, be able to get unlimited money, which I mean, it's a bit like the Bride episode coming up soon, but it's just like, bro could literally be rich wherever he wants to go. I mean,
he doesn't like carry money, does he? So.
Well, no, but I guess he's got a house, doesn't he, technically? So.
Bro's got his own mobile home.
He's got his own home. What gives him does it grow food? The Doctor does have a machine where like you can put in a code and it actually gives you a cube. And then you eat it and it will taste like whatever you wanted it to, like a roast dinner. I knew this because of the first Doctor. Not that it's been used, I don't think, since, but
yeah, I don't think it has ever been used.
No.
Because I don't remember that.
Well, Doctor Who in the 60s was very futuristic compared to now. We find out then we're on Satellite 5, which will be used again at some point. We do not know when, but we just know. Well, we don't know. I'm just spoiling it for it's a broadcasting unit in it, sending out news around the universe, and we get introduced to two women. I can't remember the life of me what their names are. I feel like one starts with a K. Katharina. Okay.
No idea.
Yep, no.
I know one of them Suku or Suki.
Suki, that sounds familiar. Yeah, I think that's yeah. So one of them's called Suki, we believe.
we call ourselves Doctor Who nerds, we can't remember anyone's names.
We literally watched the episode 20 minutes ago. Anyways, we get introduced to them, and the Doctor kind of tricks him into believing that he's like management doing a test, because he starts asking questions like, "Where are we right now?" And we found out we're on like floor 180, a low number. And
it's 183.
Is it 183? Yeah, I knew it was something like that. Yeah. then we get to see. Well, no. Then they talk about like what the station does, and we hear Bad Wolf again through Bad Wolf News. A very, well, I wouldn't even say subtle. You're literally calling it Bad Wolf News, but
I mean, to be fair, I was gonna say before, I don't even think I heard Bad Wolf, but if you did, then fair enough. Then
yeah, one of the news things is called Bad Wolf News.
fair enough. Yeah,
Again,
no, I didn't hear it.
again, Russell T Davis is doing massive breadcrumbing right now. Then we get to see the guy from Shaun of the Dead, Simon Pegg.
Oh yeah.
uh, I mean, you can tell he's immediately
I don't
a
know where I
villain.
got this from.
Go on.
Wasn't he supposed to be like the proper main villain of like the whole thing in production or like
What series one?
Time Peg? No, not like of the whole series of like the episode. Wasn't he supposed like obviously he's a big integral villain, but
I mean, I've not heard of that. He's always was
maybe
meant to be a bad guy, but I don't know if he was meant to be like the big bad. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Who knows? I might have to look into more production notes behind the scenes. So yeah, you can tell he's already a villain. He's got like white frosted hair in a very cold landscape. I mean, not very wholesome, warmy character, so you can already tell that he's not great. And then whilst the doctor's discussing with the women, one called, I've already forgotten her name. Suki? No.
Suki.
Suki.
Suki and we'll call her Kate.
Kate, yeah.
Because it's something to do with Kate, so I'm guessing Kate.
Yeah, so Suki and Kate are discussing with the doctor about the news things, whilst Adam and Rose are doing their own little side quest, and Adam's pretending to be like all, processing everything what's going on. And Rose is like, do you want to call your parents? And it's like, I can't. That's 198,000 years ago. And it's like, no, trust me. The doctor tampered with my phone. So he rings and it goes straight to voicemail. So then he leaves like a message to parents saying, I am just out traveling, don't panic about me. A simple message. But then and then the doctor kind of like gets him to come over, but whilst Rose runs over, Adam's like, let me keep this phone. I'm like, I might use it later for some reason. So we're already getting some weird vibes from Adam.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I like. I feel like the switch up on Adam is like so fast. Like in Dalek, did he seem weird?
I mean, he did seem more selfish as he did like leave Rose behind.
That's true. Yeah.
Whereas like, he had like a proper love interest with her, but then leaves her behind to die.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, there's just no love interest in between this episode, is there?
No.
So, anyways, he pockets a phone and then continues with his day. And then we cut back to Simon Pegg, who we don't know the character's name yet, hence why I'm saying is the actor's name. Can tell that there's something wrong, like the ship or something is telling him there's something wrong. There's doubt in the air. So he's starting to like look around for people who it could be like triggering like such a response.
So Simon Pegg plays the editor.
I was gonna get to that.
And then the person that we keep calling Kate or someone with K is Kathika.
Kafika.
Yeah. It's with a C. Cathica. I know you're dyslexic and you probably won't be able to.
I'm just gonna call her Kate. We're changing her name to Kate. Right. I'm already gonna pronounce a very hard alien name later on in this episode, so don't make me remember other people's names. So we get taken to like a broadcasting room with a chair in the middle and then like a load of people sitting around in a circle. We don't really know what it's for yet, but the doctor is intrigued and they get shown. So Kate sits on the chair and tells everyone to go steady. I didn't actually write down what she says. I'm assuming just setting up for the news. And then we see her click her fingers and her head opens up like, woo-doo.
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's I remember. I think this is one of the first episodes I remember seeing as a kid.
Right, was it?
Yeah, and I felt uncomfortable.
It's yeah, and I just don't like how how open the brain is. Like you can literally just pod it. Like I'm sure there's like, can't you just like do like a link in the vein or something like that, where you just attach it to a vein?
Oh, they needed this. They needed this, obviously, for some reason.
Well, yeah, we find out later on in the episode why. Yeah, so we see a beam of like info go into a head, and that's what broadcasts the news is, like all the information going to this person's head, and it kind of gets like linked out and sent out to different networks. Obviously, whilst you're getting it beamed into your head, you won't remember anything because your brain would be fried having billions upon billions of information relaying into your head. So yeah, which I do actually have to question later on. So sticky note for later on, because oh no, wait, no, never mind. I'm answering my own question. I've realised what Adam does. Yeah, never mind. So,
okay, now you've got to like
well, kind of.
ask the question.
Well, we're not at that point of the episode yet, so I don't want to spoil all. Just be like, hey, what were you talking about Adam earlier? So we also find out that everyone wants to get a promotion to floor 500. What's up there? Apparently, gold walls and huh?
No,
Right.
I was just gonna say Simon. I was just gonna say Simon Pegg. I mean, everyone wants to meet Simon Pegg.
I want to meet Simon Pegg. You know, I'm a big fan of Cornetto trilogy. I even watched you in space.
A World's End is my favourite.
I mean, I think it's either World's. It could be World's End's my favourite, which is actually probably the least appreciated in the trilogy.
I overwatched Shaun of the Dead, so even though it's a very good one, I don't like it as much. I find it the least favourite of all the three.
Yeah. I mean, it's either Hot Fuzz or Hot Fuzz of World's End. I do lean more towards World's End, but that's only because there's a bit more of an emotional impact in that episode, I feel. The episode?
Oh
film.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyways, we're going off topic now. If we did that for every single actor who ever appeared in Doctor Who, we'd be here for days. Right. Right, where was we? Yes, so we hear about floor 500, which is presumably believed to be like a heavenly place. When you go up there, life's only going to get better for you. So everyone who's working on floor 183 that's their goal. That's their ambitions in life, is to get that promotion. So
Indeed.
So whilst the information's getting relayed into Kate's head, Simon Pegg detects someone in that room is the problem. Like he's getting like a weird vibe. So whilst looking around, he finds out and then cuts off transmission and Scatty. What name is that? Suki. No. What's her name again? Suki.
Also, side note, it's floor 139, not 83.
139. Oh well.
I knew it was wrong, but
I'm sure we won't get too much backlash. Anyways, Suki.
This is the one thing we'll get hate for.
Yeah, just like wow, can't even remember 3 digits. Right. So, anyways, a promotion pops up on the screen saying promotion, and everyone's a bit like, please be me, please be me. And then Suki gets the promotion. Hurrah! We obviously know it's bad because we know what's up on floor 500 now. But to everyone else, it's, heavenly. So while she's saying her goodbyes and stuff, Doctor even gives her a hug. And it's nice. We don't actually, they say that, Peter Capaldi's doctor don't do hugs. Where this doctor's like, I always will do a hug. Just shows what regeneration does to you.
I mean, I thought it was all depressing and all that, but,
Nah, it's wholesome-ish, isn't it? Well, we know what's going to happen, but they don't.
I mean, even the doctor doesn't know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
He just thinks...
So for them, it's a celebration until they say, well, you'll see her again, right? And then they're like, oh no, when you go up there, you don't ever see it again. And it's like the doctor's just like,
Well.
Just insert concerned face, like, I don't like that. Right, anyways, but so whilst that scene's happening, Adam and Rose like go off to the side again, and Adam's now making out I need some time to process everything because this is all a bit too much, you know. People getting information beamed into her head. How can anyone process all that? So he says, I just need some alone time. Rose does offer to go with him, but he's like, no, I'm just gonna go to a deck and just look out, think about life. And then Rose gives him the TARDIS key. If he gets too overwhelmed on the spaceship, go into another spaceship. So then Rose walks off, and then Adam, with a smirk, walks off, and we know he's up to some tomfoolery, but we just don't know what yet. And then
I just don't like him.
I just don't like the guy. No, that's fair. That's fair. To be fair, I don't like the guy either, but I think last episode he seemed somewhat alright. I think.
I mean, yeah, he was all right in the last episode, but then like towards the end of it, he fucks over Rose. So.
He did fuck her over, and then kind of. To be fair, it was fun side up the last at the end of that episode, and then just reappeared for like the last 2 seconds to enter the TARDIS.
Yeah, fair point.
Now that I think about it, yeah, okay. I do actually have a fact I'm going to throw in now. So I'm not going to use it as one of my fun facts for later, guys, don't worry. Apparently, it was going to be a very Adam-focused episode with like very minimal Rose and Doctor in. But whilst they was filming, the chemistry with Christopher Eccleston and Billy Piper was that good on set that Russell T Davies decided to actually add more scenes with them in, which I didn't think. I don't even know how the episode would go without them being the main bit. But this might also be a hint for future Light Doctor Who episodes.
I mean, if you watch all the Adam scenes, his thing does go kind of quick. Like he goes from getting given the TARDIS key to then wanting all this knowledge.
Mate, he's only got like 5 minutes screen time.
Exactly, if that.
So I would want to know what his story would have been if he actually was a Dr. Light episode, because again, is he that much of an interesting character? I just don't think so.
Well, like I said, I didn't really like him, so. And then.
Good riddance that they got rid of that idea.
Thank God.
My God. So anyways, we see that Suki gets to floor 500, and then when the elevator doors open, we immediately hit with a cold atmosphere. It's like a cold, desolated place, isn't it? And like we already tell, oh, this isn't an upgrade. So while she's walking around, it's a downgrade, people. Downgrade.
It's gone from being like summer in the UK to then being winter.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So average UK weather. So while she's walking around, she then gets startled by seeing some skeletons attached to one of the news machines that they were just using previously. So she's scared, concerned, and then a door opens and a bright light appears through. So she goes in, and then Simon Pegg's standing there like, whoa, hello. And we find out what I was going to mention. No, bad Josh. We then find out that it's called The Editor. Wait, someone just had to go and spoil. I'm joking. It doesn't spoil anything.
It doesn't spoil shit.
So, at first, she's pretending to still be like herself, but then he's like, I know you're fake. And it's like, what are you on about? Liar! And it pops up with like the submissions she did to get promoted. And like each thing she says is like, liar, fake, liar. So, and then we find out that she actually is a part of an organization called Freedom 15, who is trying to take down Satellite 5 as they know that there's something fishy about what's getting broadcast. And then, yeah, she pulls a gun on him and is like, we are taking you down. And then the editor's just like, well, I think you need to speak to my boss. And then he looks up, and then she looks up and sees this monster we don't see yet, but it's a monster. She screams and starts to shoot at it, and then the camera zooms in, and then we can just assume she's dead after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you expect, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. She's only a side character, isn't she?
Yeah,
And
just
then
only, yeah.
just now we go on to the main plot. Adam. 2 minutes into his arc on this episode, right? We see that he goes up to a computer and is very good at knowing how to use it already, like without actually, they say this is meant to be
The
two hundred
guy's
thousand years in
smart,
the
what do you
future.
expect?
200,000 years in the future, Josh. I think there should be at least a bit of a learning curve. He goes up and
The guy's
immediately, yeah,
no,
but
no, then again
go on.
he was working with alien technology beforehand.
I mean, that is true. Mm,
So
I guess. I guess. I guess. I'm not fond of it, but I guess. Anyway, so
it's just heavy amounts of copium here.
generally, no. Well, you see, actually, anyway, so his first thought is let's look at like computer parts for the future of like 2019 or whatever, and it's like what that's your first thing you want to do. Why not just like at that point look up lottery numbers of like in 2012? Like he's doing it to get rich. He's trying to find out
Yeah.
what happens and then gonna try and jump on board of it. But it's like at that point, just write down every lottery number what comes out for like the next 2 years when you get home. Saying that, would you get stopped if you kept winning the lottery? This is a very
I
good
mean,
question.
it depends, because unless, say, unit or Torchwood would be like, something's fishy here.
He somehow knows every single numbers for the next 2 years. But then again, nah, you can't just keep winning the lottery. There must be like I don't even know how you would do it. It would be all over the news as a big scandal somehow. You wouldn't be able to get away with it. Anyway, it's going off sidetrack. But still, he could at least see like one set of numbers and be rich for the rest of his life. So the fact that he's looking up how to make a computer part, what comes out in 2019, and like gets rid of micro SD, is what I don't remember what he actually was looking at. Something to do with computers, though.
Yeah, micro SSD or something. Something to do with that.
So, anyways, whilst he's doing that, he gets up Rose's phone and rings his house phone again, and lets it go to voicemail so it can. And then he's gonna be like, "Don't delete this message." And then he starts like yapping about what happens in 2019 and what parts and stuff, and then it says, "Go to floor 16." No, 18, 16. Pretty much the computer stops
16.
him from the computer stops him from continuing because he doesn't actually have a chip in his head, so it's not being able to process what he's wanting pretty much, even though it let him do it for like the first 30%. So if anything, it's a bit like a free trial. So
Just like
so he goes down to floor 18 or 16, I can't remember. Again, doesn't really add to that episode if you don't know what floor number. And yeah, she's talking about how you probably will need a chip to be able to access the things on the computer. And Adam's like, okay, but then she starts to like pressure him into getting one, and he's only gonna get a chip because it's very small. It means he has access to a computer. But then she tries to convince him into getting the head opening one.
yeah.
Oh, person from Friday Night Dinner, by the way. Brilliant actress. I can't remember her name right now, but brilliant actress.
Oh yeah, I recognise that.
Yeah. She's a mum in it. Anyways, that's a little side note I remembered right now. Yeah, so she's pressuring into getting the head open. I can't remember what they call it in the episode.
The Type 2 chip or something.
Yeah. There's a Type 1 and a Type 2 chip. He obviously is leaning towards Type 1, but then the nurse kind of convinces him into getting 2. But then when she asks for money, he's like, "Oh, chucks," and walks away. And then he has like, "Wait a minute," and pulls out the chip card what the doctor gave him. And we're like, "What'd this do?" And she's like,
I thought he only
"Yes."
gave him like five credits though.
Did he say
Because
that?
on the screen, he didn't say it, but on the screen it showed 5. So I don't know if because it's satellite 5, but I thought it was just 5 credits, for food and stuff.
I mean, yeah, what was it? A burger was like 2 credits, 10.
It was like, yeah, like 1 credit, 20 or something. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, a good. You
I
might have
thought it was that,
noticed it. I mean,
but
I'll pop it up as a screenshot for on the screen just to see if we can see. Well, the audience might be able to see it.
it might be just because it's not like 5, but I just thought it was 5 credits.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was probably just gonna. Well, apparently it turns out to be unlimited credits, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So apparently not. Um, but yes, whilst they're about to do the operation, she's like, "It's going to cost 10,000," and he's like, "Oh, okay. I don't know if I have enough." And she's like, "You've got unlimited credits," and he's like, "Oh,
Sit back down.
sit back down now. I need my bonus for this year." And then he's like, "Well, I don't know if I can have this kind of operation. My friends are upstairs and, I don't really want to be hospitalized." And she's like, "It will only take 10 minutes." And it's like, what, will it hurt? And she's like, "Nope." It's like, you can tell he's trying to back out, but it's like, she just like has an answer for everything.
Yeah.
Again, though, I have no sympathy for him either because he's getting it done himself. And we know that he's going to use it to try and get rich in the past. And not have fun with Rose and Doctor and on adventures. He's literally just going to use them for time travel purposes. So yeah, Adam goes through with the operation. We don't see, obviously. And then it cuts back to the editor because the editor now is watching the Doctor and Rose with Kate. Kate? Did we say Kate? Yeah, Kate.
Yeah, let's just call it Kate.
Yeah. Kate. And the Doctor's starting to mess around with like the ship and obviously wanting to get onto floor 500 to go investigate. And then the editor then gets all his workers to try and identify who the Doctor is. Because in theory, he should have records of every single person on that ship or the entire universe or world. One of the two. He's got
Everyone in that human empire.
Yeah. So in theory, he should be able to find out who the Doctor is. But whilst doing that, we also see that not Suki, for sake, Suki is attached to now one of the machines and is one of the workers working for him. It's not her anymore, but like, he's using her body as like one of the operators now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whilst they do investigating, he gets back. The machines get back to him, and it's like there is no trace of this man, and it's like impossible. Try the girl, and then again impossible because there's no trace of him. So he's like, "Well, you know what time it is? Promotion." Do we even see like a promotion thing pop up on the screen, or does the elevator just open for him?
No, he's hacking that part. Yeah, he hacks that part of the ship, and then like he gives him a code.
Does it give him a code? Right. Okay.
Yeah. So he's not supposed to be getting a code. Apparently, it's too high level, and it shouldn't give him a code.
Right.
But it gives him one anyway, so he's been promoted.
Promotion. Right. So, anyways, the Doctor and Rose get to floor 500 and start to look around, and pretty much immediately bump into the editor, in which they are. What's he discussing? I can't even remember what he discussed, to be honest. He's like, "You're already too late." Oh, no, he's not saying. He's not that much of a villain. He says, "I've started without you," and he is. What is he actually trying to do?
I don't actually know. I can't remember.
What is he doing? I don't even remember if it's actually anything like sabotaging or is he just continuing doing the news? Like, I can't remember. Anyways,
I think he just wants information. I can't actually remember if there's anything bad.
Yeah, he's interested in who the Doctor. Oh, go on.
Yeah, no, he's interested in who they are, but once he then finds out, which you're gonna explain everything.
Will, yes.
Yeah, once he does actually find out, like, then his plans kind of change for him and
right. Yes.
The whatever the fuck it's called.
Well, we'll find out very soon. Right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, the editor then gets some of his goons to grab hold of the Doctor and Rose and like get held hostage, and then we get introduced. Now, bear with me, guys. As I just bear with me, okay? We get introduced to The mighty Jaguarfess of the holy hydrodrastic Maxrodorfo. Ah, that was so close. The mighty Jaguarfess of the holy hydrodrastic Maxrodorfo. That's the best you're getting, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, the mighty Dragfest. Or just Jaguarfest.
Well, we'll just do what the editor says. Oh, I just called him Max. So yeah, Max, yeah, guys. Woo! I said it. I said my name.
Wait, there's two villains. I'm actually gonna.
What?
We're gonna get to the other villain. But, like, there is another villain that's called Max later on.
Yes, in Oh, is that in
Voyager Damned.
Yeah, Voyage of the Damned, yeah. It's that
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not happened a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
Coincidence, I think not.
Is the Jaguarfest really just Max from Voyager Damned?
Maybe? No.
You're right, let's just carry on. I was trying to make it funny.
The conspiracy theories, though,
I've always,
the conspiracy theories could
I've
go
always
wild,
jumped
though. Hey, look, you never know, though. Anyway, so, yeah, we're getting way too off track. So, after I pronounced that name perfectly, oh yes, we see that Kate decides to go up to the floor 500 herself and hacks into the system to get access, which I'm surprised she knew how to do, but there you have it. So
no, I think she just used the same code, that thingy.
Oh, does she see the code? I can't remember that.
Yeah, she saw the code as well.
Ah, right, okay, right, then never mind. We then get to see Adam going into the same broadcasting room he saw the woman, use, and he has now got the OpenE chipset 2 thing and decides this is how I'm gonna get information back home. So he rings the voicemail again and says, "Mum, this is not gonna make any sense, but I will be able to make sense of it. Just don't delete this message." And then I don't even know how he turns it on, because don't you need more than just one person to do it? Oh, no, you don't, because she does it, doesn't she? Never mind. I'm yapping. Even though I don't know how he knew how to do it. I still question how he knew how to do it. Anyways, so he starts.
Wait, what about Adam? Adam activating the machine.
Yeah, like.
Well, he was there. He was there when they activated it. When they activated before, he just copied what they do.
Yeah, but
in which he just goes Spike. Like, he opens up his thing and goes
Spike. Yeah.
And says Spike, and then all that information goes into the machine.
I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, I guess maybe I'm the dumb one here. Just me trying to get it done myself. Open sesame. Right.
That'd be a good way to open up your head for that.
If I ever had to get one of them, that's how I'm gonna say it. Open sesame. or one of the two. Right.
No, because I do that as well now. So, like, it's
it would constantly just keep opening. I would have to wear a hat in public, I guess. Oh, saying that though, can you imagine the hat accidentally touching your brain? I don't know.
Because there's
something
I didn't actually mention before.
Go on.
When when Adam actually got the upgrade.
Yeah.
Well, in quotation marks, upgrade. I liked how when he actually does touch it, they do actually put the little, like, detail of him moving with the openings.
Oh, I actually was thinking that in the episode. Yeah, like where like he touches it and you actually hear like the metal. That was good. That was actually impressive, because to be fair, it does look like it's just like a photo on his head. But
it does.
It looks so fake. But then when they actually animate it to do the, it's like, oh damn, okay. It was like the last £10 of the budget gone to that little tab.
Yeah, the rest of the budget goes into the second episode.
I mean, it pretty much does. Like, visually speaking, we have not seen anything as visually stunning yet. I don't think for the rest of the show series there's anything more visual stunning. Is there? It may be Pirates of the Way, maybe. I don't know. No, right. Anyways, yeah, getting off track again,
Yeah,
aren't we?
we'll get to it.
We get to it. We're close to the final. We can get to it without going off track. Right. Right. Anyways, but whilst the Adam's going getting the thing linked to his head, now all of a sudden the editor now gets all the information about the Doctor and about Rose because he's now Adam's now linked to the ship. So it's a bit of like a two-way thing. Adam's get information, but so is the ship. So immediately he finds out that the Doctor is a Time Lord and knows much more about this universe than the editor or Max could great understand. Right. And trying to think what happens now. What does happen now? I mean, Simon Pegg's obviously excited because that's Simon Pegg. The editor is excited about being able to find out who the Doctor is and stuff. And then whilst all that's happening, we see that Kate gets onto the main floor and actually it spies on the Doctor and the editor and Rose whilst all that's going on. And, she figures out that she needs to now become the person to control the beacon spike thing. So she goes into her own chair and kind of like cuts Adam off and becomes the spear spike thing. I can't remember what you call it.
Yeah.
and
then she reroutes all the stuff, so then
yeah, she reroutes it.
All the heat goes up.
Heat goes up. Spaceship starts to go. Well, not spaceship. The 4500 starts to go kaboom. And okay, they wrap up episodes so fast in series when I feel.
Yeah.
The Doctor's literally been held hostage for like 2 minutes. And it's already
could have been a lot longer.
It just English Alan. It just feels a bit like
it could have
gone.
It could have been a lot longer because wasn't it like originally meant to be the Adam focus episode?
Yeah, but
so it could have been longer. So they probably cut some bits where he wasn't. He was probably tied up a lot longer.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. But then, would Adam save the day if it was an Adam focus episode, or was he always meant to be a villain? Well, not a villain, just a scumbag.
Goofy scumbag guy, yeah.
A goofy scumbag. Anyways, so yes, the Max begins to get a bit too hot and starts to panic. Rose gets undone from said trap they were placed in. I didn't notice how she did it. I know she has the screwdriver, but I don't know if that's. I don't know. I must have missed it whilst watching the episode. So, anyways, the Doctor and Rose
got out because of senior plot convenience.
the plot armor goes crazy. Right. So, anyways, yeah, they both get undone and pretty much run. And the editor's like, yeah, I quit, and tries to run off, but Suki, her dead corpse, well, I say dead corpse, half alive, not her corpse, grabs him and pulls him to the floor and kind of holds him to the floor, which good on her, last thing before you die, even though she's already dead.
Probably she was already dead, yeah. So I think, isn't she a puppet?
She's a puppet, but like, does
she's
that mean
puppet
she...
master?
Oh! No, but like, she must have like had that a bit like the Charles Dickens episode. What do you call it?
Oh, when
like
Portrait Girl.
Yeah. When she's like already dead but kind of controlled in the body. I'm assuming it's a bit like that.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, she holds him to the ground, and then we get another body explosion scene, which is used so much in series 1. We have literally seen Cassandra, Savine, Max. Did the plastic creature from series 1 also explode? I feel like every single character, like villain in this series, has exploded.
It might have exploded, but it was more like a fiery explosion than.
The Dalek even exploded. The ghost exploded. The ghost exploded.
He clearly loves explosions.
Literally, every single episode, the monster has died due to explosion.
There's a common theme here.
A common theme indeed. Why have I never noticed that before?
Because you're not analysing it like we are now.
Yeah, no, true. True. Right, so yeah, the Doctor and Rose escape and rescue Kate, who, was doing the thing. And they get back to floor 134, you said? Something like that, whatever. And the episode immediately starts to wrap up because now the Doctor knows that Adam has gotten the thing in his head and is pissed. But I don't think Adam knows that the Doctor knows yet. So he's like, I'm fine, guys. I got the TARDIS key. And then very smooth transition of them walking into the TARDIS and immediately back out into Adam's flat. I think it was smooth. Oh,
I think it would have been. They probably. I think they should have had a little bit of a going back and forth in the TARDIS before singing.
Yeah, there should have been like a. There should have been a you fucked up, which I know he does do, but like more of a annoyance of the Doctor, because all he does is literally drop him off home. It pretty much says you're stupid. Goes up to the phone. Goes up to the voice recorder, not voice recorder. But the voicemail machine. Do you just call it voicemail machine? Am I going crazy?
I don't know. This is like 2005.
You didn't have one when you were growing up?
No.
You didn't have one?
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay. I had one. Damn it, that's gonna annoy me. I used to always use them. Anyways, so he destroys pretty much any information Adam transferred back to himself, so he couldn't use it. So he pretty much said, "Screw you, Adam. You are not getting back on the TARDIS." And Adam does beg, like, "Please, I've got a hole in my head now," and it's like, "Yes, too damn bad."
You gotta live with consequences now.
Yeah. In which there's a funny back and forth of the Doctor clicking and then Adam clicking and then back and forth, and then Rose is like, all right, stop now, and then she does it herself and says, I can't help it. A little funny ending scene.
That's fair. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to help myself.
You just couldn't, could you? You just couldn't. I think I could know you for like 10 years and still, like, whenever I meet you, just randomly click just to see it.
And you're like, fuck you.
Fuck you. Clicks. Anyways, and then we hear the front door go, and it turns out that Adam's mum is back. So Rose and the Doctor get in the TARDIS and disappear, and the mother enters like, oh my god, it's been 6 months. I can't believe how much time flies. And she does the click, what a lot of people do, like when they say time flies, and then we just see the thing open. And then my mother looking distraught, and then that's the end of the episode. So I would say
it does wrap up.
It really wraps up so fast. Like within the last 5 minutes of this episode, the Doctor gets held hostage, unhostaged. The Max explodes. He rescues Kate, and then gets Adam all dropped off within 5 minutes. That is some fast wrapping up.
But the thing is, it's not like they missed anything there. Like, they did everything.
No, like, this is the thing. We've not missed anything, I don't think, either.
Anyone who was slightly important, who had, like, a proper good voice in the episode, gets either killed, sorted out, or, well, that's it, just sorted out.
Yeah.
Because it was mainly just, like, 5 or 6 people, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The Doctor, Rose, Adam,
and I do
Kate,
think that I think that us now, like, really analysing episodes, I have really started to notice how much they really wrap up faster with series 1, at least. Like, every episode wraps up, like, has it all, like, pacing, and then it gets to, like, 40-minute mark, and it's like, oh shit, we've got 5 minutes left. Wrap it up. Like, I've noticed that with pretty much every episode now.
Why wrap it up so quick, though? Because, like, I swear they used to be, like, an hour long when it was on TV.
No, it's always been about 45 minutes, hasn't it? I think.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know. It always seemed like it was an hour when it was on, like, BBC One when they would broadcast.
No, I don't know. But it never adds, so.
Unless that was more Tennant and Smiths.
Maybe Tennant does have. Does he? I don't actually know. I've never really looked at the run times until now. I now look at the run times like, can we beat this for the podcast episode? Nothing more shameful than doing a Savine episode with it being only like 32 minutes and it be a 45-minute episode. That just shows you how bad an episode is.
Yeah.
If we do a podcast episode shorter than the episode, presume we're not the biggest fans because we haven't yapped about it enough. That's how you know we're not a big fan of the episode.
I mean, I reckon there's going to be a lot of Jodie's episodes,
Oh,
especially
mate, it's gonna be tough.
like the
It's gonna be
second and
tough.
third, because her first season I did actually watch. I did actually like some of the episodes.
The third season's gonna be so bad though because
It's 6 episodes.
yeah, but no, like
6 or 7.
no, but like Chris Schimmel decided to try and have like 7 different story arcs going on in each episode.
Oh no, I did actually try and watch it. It's so like I couldn't keep.
Yeah, but that's
hang
what I
of it.
mean. He over like complexitated every like he really tried to make it. He tried to be smart, and it just ended up being too overdone.
Oh, convoluted.
Yeah, for
And
6
then
episodes, it just didn't work. But anyways, that's probably like 2 years from now until we're talking about that. Probably not. Actually, maybe
maybe actually.
70 weeks. Ugh, I don't like that. Oh no, it can't be 3 years, surely.
I mean, we would have upgraded on my budget.
Hopefully. Potentially being in the same room together, we just use like one professional mic.
Exactly.
Uh, so, anyways, what's your overall rating for this episode?
I mean, it's gonna be the same as all like the filler episodes that are still decent in this series. It's just gonna be like probably a 7.
Oh,
Like
you're giving it a 7?
6 or 7, yeah.
Wow. Okay, you like this episode more than I did.
It's Simon Pegg. What can I say?
Simon Pegg. I've given it a 5 out of 10. It's an okay episode. Again, it's a very filler episode.
It's a filler episode, but it's still decent.
Is it though?
Like I feel like you're rating it the same as that Slovene episode.
That's true, actually. Did I give that a 5 or did I give that a 4? I can't remember if I gave that a 4 though, because I don't know.
we got to actually keep track of these.
We probably should have like a tally. Because I do not remember what I gave that episode rating. What did I give it? I can't have given it a 5, surely. I give it a 5? I gave a Charles Dickens episode like a 6.5.
I thought we really liked it. Like, I thought that was like more close to a 7.
What, the Charles Dickens episode?
Yeah.
No, I think we both was like, I think it was I gave it a 6.5. You might have given it a 7. So it might have been a combined rating of 7, maybe, what we gave it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should start writing down what our ratings are for each episode. Was this episode better than the Slovene episode? I mean...
I think it was, because this one I could actually go back to and not feel like I need to go. I didn't go on my phone at all during this episode, to be fair.
Right, okay, fine. I will budget up to a 6. But that's my max. That's the best I'm giving it.
I reckon the Slovene episode could have been combined into one episode.
If that one episode, if that was combined into one episode, I think that could have been a solid. I think that would have been a 6 out of 7, 6 or 7 if Slovene episode. If it was just one episode, I think because they stretch it over 2 episodes, it loses some points.
Yeah.
But then again, does the Charles Dickens episode then deserve to be a 7 then? Because if Charles Dickens episode is a 7, this is definitely a 6.
We'll go through by the next episode. We'll go through and actually get all the towers that we got.
Yeah, good idea. Right. So, anyways, so we are giving this episode 6. What did you rank it? Sorry,
I reckon.
Did you say 7?
6.5 to 7.
Right. Well, we'll just do a solid 6.5 then out of 10. It's a above average episode, but nothing too special episode.
Yeah.
It's a breadcrumby episode. And you guys have to look forward to Father's Day next week, which I think is if I remember correctly, is a good episode. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I think it's.
I mean, I remember was having a conversation about this. You really liked the episode. I didn't particularly. I'm not a fan of it.
I think it's good. I think there's enough emotional plot.
It's got emotion. It does have it, like,
if I remember correctly, the writing for next episode is on par with good episodes. But again, we'll watch it and decide. But
yeah. Anyway,
that's something to look forward to next week, guys. Now for everyone's favorite part of the podcast, Alan's fun facts. So, did you know Simon Pegg had great difficulty saying the mighty Jagrafess of the holy hydrojastic and Maxwell Dorfo. The scene in the episode features the best take he could do, with the monster growling over the bits he got wrong. And I did think that whilst watching it, like, you at the very end, the thing I can't actually say myself, the Maximo Dorfo or whatever, the monster does groan over it.
To be fair, I have it with subtitles on, so like I mainly just heard.
Oh, the only reason I can say it is because I put subtitles on just so I could actually put the mighty Geographers of the holy hydrogen, because Simon Pegg speed runs trying to say it just to get it out of the way. So I just find it funny that they actually had to use like growling noises over him speaking just to actually get it done. And actually this is gonna maybe change how you think about this episode, or not, because free will. Apparently this episode has the dubious distinction of being ranked as Doctor Who's magazine's readers' least favorite Ninth Doctor story.
Really?
Some people actually really like Whovian episode. Yeah.
I mean, each to their own, I guess.
Yeah. It's an okay episode. I don't think it's there's a lot worse episodes in our future. Love and Monsters. Nah. I feel like I might actually yap a lot about Love and Monsters. I'm dunking a lot on it. I'm dunking a lot on an episode. I actually don't mind the episode. It's just there's bits in the episode which are concerning. We'll just leave it there.
The concrete.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll just leave it at that. Right, well, that is the end of Alan's fun facts of the episode, because there's not many. Thank you for everyone who has watched this episode. Feel free to go watch any of the previous episodes to find out our rankings, because you might have a better idea than us. And thank you for watching Whovian Wire.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.